Hi everyone. So my project's name is Application of Machine Learning Algorithm in Understanding Growth Pattern of Miscanthus. So my mentors are Dr. Levi Labau and Dr. Deepak Jaswal. So there's a problem about miscanthus. So as miscanthus gained popularity as a bioenergy crop in the United States, many public and private companies are conducting research on the long-term impacts of various fertilization schemes on yield. Some studies show a significant response to nitrogen application, while others have achieved high yields with no additional nutrients. So there's a problem, like some studies say it's important for miscanthus to have some nitrogen application, but some other studies say it's not important. So, and we use a machine learning algorithm to answer this question. So here's the dataset. The dataset is collected from the BettyDB as my teammates Chen and Yilin, they will introduce. Chen just described the BettyDB data entry, and Yilin will introduce the API stuff. So the data was from BettyDB, and we got longitudes and latitudes, and those are merged with climate data from a package called RNCEP. So the dataset contains some categorical variables and some continuous variables, like irrigated, and the thing we want to study is the fertilizer, and also age, and also some other biological items. And the thing we want to predict is the yields data. So first, we use regression methods in machine learning. So basically, it's the regression tree. So regression tree adopts idea of entropy. So imagine if we want to distinguish a Mac computer from an IBM computer, what would you do? So normally you would say you just see the color. So black would be IBM, white would be Mac. So that's the most important factor. So it's the same for miscanthus. So you can simply use entropy to describe which factor is the most important in classifying those miscanthus into high yields or low yields or medium yields. And also we use M5P tree, which is like a better version of linear regression. Like in many science applications, people use linear regression, but for M5P, it's like we first split the dataset into different sets, use entropy, and then we do linear regression on different sets. So it is the tree we generated from the miscanthus data. You can see it is a regression tree, and it makes sense because the first node, which is the most important node, is the age. So we can see that age is the most important thing, and then we split step by step, and then we know which factor is important, and we can see that fertilizer is not in this tree. So from this point of view, we can conclude that if we use this method, then fertilizer is not important in classification. And this is the M5P tree, so which is we split the dataset into 4 sets, and the most important thing is still age. The second important thing is solar and pet. So, and also we do linear regression on each set, so we will achieve a higher accuracy. So like I attended a conference last week, and there's a group of students, they present a work, like they want to predict GDP by employment rate. So the result is actually very biased. So that's because they do a linear regression on all datasets. So if they split the datasets into different sets for higher employment rate, medium employment, and low employment rate, so the bias will be significantly lower. So it is ideal here we use M5P tree. And also we want to use more methods to apply machine learning. So here we want to use classification because there are more classification methods in machine learning, like we discretize the yields by quantile. Like we use naive Bayes, but naive Bayes didn't give us a good result because many data in our datasets are highly correlated. So it's not a good method to adopt. So, and then if we use KN, which is the k nearest neighbor, and we achieve a very high accuracy. Yeah, thank you.
Could you explain a little bit about the entropy idea? So what is that entropy? How do you define that?
So like, it is the idea of distinguishing like Mac and IBM computer. How do you distinguish? Like, if you just distinguish those two computers by CPU, you still don't have an idea which one is Mac, which one is IBM. But if you look at the color, then you will get the result immediately. So entropy is like which factor gives you the most information. So as the problem here is the color gives you the most information. So for Miscanthus, age gives you the most information in classification. So like here, so you can see the mean like changing a lot for different nodes. So that's how we split the data set.
So what do you use for the entropy? What indicator?
You mean entropy?
Yeah, because there's the Gini index and there's some others.